So here is the quiet truth no one tells you. You are not waiting for life to give you peace, purpose, or permission. You have been withholding them from yourself. And the moment you stop waiting and start giving, the whole game changes. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No one is coming. Not your partner, not your boss, not your therapist. Not the future version of you that has more money or less stress. That sounds harsh. But stay with me, because right now, somewhere inside you, there is a quiet bleeding. You give endlessly to others, your time, your energy, your forgiveness, your attention, and you leave almost nothing for yourself. And then you wonder why you feel empty by 8 p.m. What if I told you that the most selfish thing you can do is also the most generous? What if the only thing standing between you and a lighter life is 7 small gifts you have never been taught to give yourself? You are about to see exactly what they are, and by the end of this video, one thing will become painfully clear. You are not broken. You have just been giving to the wrong person. Before we get to the 7 gifts, let me tell you what is really happening. Most people walk through life like a leaking boat. They give kindness to others, but criticize themselves harshly. They give patience to strangers, but rush their own healing. They give attention to phones, news, and drama, but never to their own inner voice. That is not weakness. That is conditioning. You were trained early, by school, by family, by culture, that giving to yourself is selfish, that rest is laziness, that boundaries are rude, that your own needs come last. But here is what the research shows. People who consistently neglect themselves do not become more productive or more loved. They become resentful, exhausted, and secretly angry. A 2018 study from the University of London found that chronic self-neglect leads to a 32% increase in anxiety symptoms within 6 months. Not because life got harder, but because the person stopped showing up for themselves. The single shift you will experience today is this. You stop treating yourself as an afterthought and start treating yourself as the main character of your own survival. This is not self-help fluff. This is psychological rewiring. Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." You are about to wake up to 7 gifts that cost nothing but change everything. Let me start with the gift that will save you from 90% of your future regret. The gift of the pause. Your brain has a fast lane and a slow lane. The fast lane is fear, anger, impulse. The slow lane is reason, patience, choice. Most people live in the fast lane. Someone says something sharp, you snap back. An email annoys you, you reply immediately. A craving hits, you buy, eat, or scroll. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux showed that emotional reactions happen in under half a second, but the rational brain takes almost a full second longer. That half-second gap is where lives are ruined or saved. The gift of the pause is simple. Before any reaction, good or bad, you take one conscious breath. 1 second. That is it. Imagine your partner says, "You never listen to me." Your fast brain wants to say, "That is not true. I listened yesterday." But you pause. 1 breath. Then you say, "I hear that you are hurting. Tell me more." That pause turned a fight into a conversation. You are at work. A colleague takes credit for your idea. Your chest tightens. You want to interrupt or send an angry message. Pause. 1 breath. Then ask yourself, do I confront now in front of everyone, or do I schedule a calm chat tomorrow? The pause gives you options. Without it, you only have reaction. Without the pause, you are a puppet, pulled by every word, every notification, every old wound. With the pause, you are a person, slow, steady, and free. This is the first gift, and it is the door to all others. Now the gift that will hurt at first. Gift number 2, the gift of permission to be unfinished. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But we do the opposite. We look at our messy career, our anxious mind, our unresolved pain, and we call ourselves failures. We believe that if we are not yet calm, not yet successful, not yet healed, we are behind. That belief is a cage. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "Become who you are." Notice he did not say, "Arrive who you are." He said, "Become." Becoming means you are never finished. And that is not a flaw. That is the design. A tree is not an unfinished building. A tree is always becoming. You are the same. The moment you call yourself done, you stop growing. First, your career. You are 34 and still figuring out what you want to do. Society says you should have a title and a retirement plan. Give yourself permission to be unfinished. Say out loud, "I am still becoming." That is allowed. Second, your emotional health. You still get triggered by things your parents said 20 years ago. You think that means you are broken. No, it means you are human. Healing is not a straight line. Give yourself permission to be unfinished. Say, "Some wounds take a lifetime. I am not late." Third, your relationships. You are not the perfect partner, parent, or friend. You lose your temper. You hide. You withdraw. Give yourself permission to be unfinished. Say, "I am learning." And learning people are messy people. The world rewards the polished version of you, but your soul needs the honest version. When you give yourself permission to be unfinished, you stop performing and start living. That is not laziness. That is liberation. Gift number 3, the gift of small no's. Most people think boundaries are big, dramatic fights. They are not. Boundaries are 1,000 tiny no's before the big collapse. Research on decision fatigue from the National Academy of Sciences shows that each small yes you give against your will drains your self-control. By the end of the day, you have nothing left. That is why you snap at your kids or cry over nothing. The gift of small no's means you say no to the coffee invite when you are tired, without explanation. You say no to answering texts after 9 p.m. You say no to explaining why you said no. Scenario 1. A friend texts, "Can you help me move this Saturday?" You are exhausted. Your weekend is your only rest. Instead of yes followed by resentment, say, "I can't this time. Hope it goes well." That is a small no. No guilt. No over-explanation. Scenario 2. Your mother calls and asks, "Why didn't you visit last month?" Your old self would apologize for 10 minutes. Your new self pauses and says, "I needed rest. That is all." You do not owe a PowerPoint presentation for your rest. Scenario 3. At work, a manager asks for one small favor. Again, you have already done 4 favors this week. Say, "I am at capacity right now. Please ask someone else or wait until Monday." That is not rude. That is self-respect. Every small no you give to the world is a small yes you give to yourself. And over time, those small yeses become a life that actually feels like yours. Without them, you are just a nice person who is quietly dying inside. Gift number 4, the gift of the second thought. Here is a painful fact from cognitive psychology. Your first thought about yourself is almost always a lie your past taught you. You make a mistake. First thought, "I am so stupid." You feel anxious. First thought, "Something is wrong with me." You rest. First thought, "I am being lazy." Those are not truths. Those are recordings. Your childhood, your failures, your fears. They recorded a tape, and you keep pressing play. The gift of the second thought is simple. After the first harsh thought, you deliberately offer a second, kinder one. Not fake positivity, real honesty. Example 1. Work mistake. First thought: I am so stupid for forgetting that deadline. Second thought: I am overloaded, and overloaded humans forget things. That does not make me stupid, it makes me human. Example 2. Body image. First thought: I look terrible today. Second thought: this body has carried me through hard years. It is tired, not ugly. Example 3. Rest. First thought: I did nothing today. I am useless. Second thought: I did nothing because I needed nothing. That is not useless. That is recovery. Do this 1 week practice. Get a small notebook. Every time you catch a cruel first thought, write it down. Next to it, write your second thought. Do not judge the first thought. Just add the second. After 7 days, read them back. You will see the pattern, and then you will see the freedom. You cannot stop the first thought. That is your history talking. But you are not responsible for the first thought. You are responsible for the second one. That second thought is the gift. Take it. Gift number 5. The gift of done-over perfect. Nietzsche warned, the demand to be perfect is the demand to be dead. Because nothing alive is perfect. Most people never start because they are waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect words, the perfect version of themselves. That wait is a slow death. Psychologist Brené Brown found that perfectionism is not the same as striving for excellence. Perfectionism is a shield. It says, if I make it perfect, no one can criticize me. But the cost is paralysis. You never ship, you never finish, you never live. The gift of done over perfect means you choose completion over comparison. You choose a messy page over a blank one. You choose an awkward conversation over silent suffering. Now, let's take these 3 areas of life. 1. Creative work. You have an idea for a YouTube channel, a book, a small business. You have not started because the logo is not right or your voice is not ready. Give yourself done over perfect. Post the ugly first video. Write the messy first page. You can clean later. You cannot clean nothing. 2. Relationships. You owe someone an apology or a hard conversation. You keep waiting for the perfect words. Give yourself done over perfect. Say, I do not know how to say this right, but I want to try. That broken sentence is braver than perfect silence. 3. Self-care. You think meditation needs a cushion and an hour. Done over perfect says, 1 minute of breathing while the coffee brews. That is done. That is enough. Done is a teacher. Perfect is a ghost. Give yourself the gift of finished, even if it is ugly. Ugly moves forward. Perfect stays frozen. Gift number 6. The gift of attention without agenda. Here is a quiet epidemic. No one listens anymore. We wait to speak. We listen to reply. We listen to fix, to judge, to compare. But the deepest gift you can give yourself is the ability to give attention to others and to your own inner world without trying to change anything. Carl Jung said, the greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of its parents. But the greatest burden an adult carries is unattended emotion. When you give attention without agenda, you stop running from your own sadness, boredom, or fear. You just sit with it. And strangely, it softens. Tomorrow morning, sit for 3 minutes with no phone, no music, no plan. Just notice. What am I feeling right now? Do not fix it. Do not judge it. Just say, oh, that is there. Sadness. Oh, that is there. Boredom. Oh, that is there. That is attention without agenda. It is not therapy. It is presence. Let's say your child is crying because they lost a toy. Your instinct is to say, stop crying, I will buy a new one. Instead, sit. Say, you are really sad. I am here. No fixing. No agenda. Just attention. Your partner comes home frustrated. Do not solve. Do not compare. Say, that sounds hard. Tell me more if you want. That is rare. That is healing. Attention without agenda is love without control. Give it to yourself first, then to others. You will feel lighter instantly because you stop carrying the weight of fixing everything. Gift number 7. The gift of the unfinished conversation with yourself. The last gift is the strangest one. The gift of leaving the conversation with yourself unfinished. Most people are addicted to closure. They need to know, why did they leave me? Will I succeed? Am I good enough? They chase answers that do not exist yet, and that chase creates anxiety. Research by psychologist Zeigarnik shows that our brain holds on to unfinished tasks more tightly than finished ones. That is why an open question can haunt you, but also keep you curious. The gift is this: you stop demanding immediate answers from yourself. You say, I do not know yet, and that is okay. Here are some 3 heavy questions. 1. Will I ever find love again? Instead of spiraling, say, I do not know, and I will not know today. I will live today anyway. 2. Why did my childhood hurt me so much? Instead of needing a full explanation, say, I may never fully understand, but I can still heal without the answer. 3. Am I wasting my life? Instead of panic, say, that question is allowed to sit on the shelf. I will check it again in 6 months. A question left open is a door left unlocked. You do not have to walk through it today. Give yourself the gift of patience with your own confusion. Clarity comes from living, not from forcing. So here we are. 7 gifts. None of them cost money. All of them cost a small death. The death of waiting, of perfection, of the cruel inner voice. You started this video feeling like you were not enough, but that was never the truth. The truth is, you have been giving everything to everyone else, and you left nothing for the one person who actually has to live with you every single second, you. Let me walk you through them one last time, not as a recap, but as a quiet reminder. The pause. 1 breath between trigger and response. Permission to be unfinished. You are becoming, not failing. Small no's. Tiny boundaries that protect your energy. The second thought, kindness after cruelty. Done over perfect. Messy action beats frozen waiting. Attention without agenda. Presence without pressure. The unfinished conversation. Peace with not knowing. These are not ideas. They are muscles. Start exercising 1 today. Just 1. And watch how the world feels different by Friday. If this shifted something in you, do not subscribe because I asked. Subscribe because you are finally ready to stop abandoning yourself. Because the algorithm will forget you in an hour, but your nervous system will remember this permission for years. And if you want to go deeper, watch the next video. 4. Promises we break to ourselves before age 30 and how to remake them. It is the perfect next step because it answers the question still hanging in your chest. Why did I start abandoning myself in the first place? You have been waiting. Stop waiting. Give yourself the first gift right now. 1 pause. 1 breath. Then keep going. You are not broken. You were just giving to the wrong person. Not anymore.